Welcome back, YouTube. This is going to be part 2 of Unveiling number 58 on my channel Atlanta to Dallas Aviation. So, strangely enough, this section is actually the last section I'm recording. So that's funny. I'm doing the boxes will show up first on this video, but I actually recorded the model unveil first. So that's why if I don't quite remember what I was doing before, and this is also like a week or two after I did all the other segments. So if I seem a little bit confused about what I'm telling you, it's just because I don't quite remember what I already said or did on the other videos. And I probably won't cut this part out once I put all of the things together for one single video, or actually 2 single videos, because I've got part 1 and part 2 that I'm downloading all at the same time. So anyway, so this is going to be the box reveal instead of the model reveal like I normally do. So that's going to be first, and I believe, if I remember correctly, in the model reveal for the narrow bodies, I actually went from what I believe to be the largest to the smallest. So hopefully I remember that correctly and I didn't do it smallest to largest, and when I put it together wrong, or this part. But anyway, so our first narrow body is this new JetBlue A220-300 in the new scheme, and this is the new Hops livery. And so I feel like what they've kind of done with their new livery is obviously they inverted, they made the main color blue rather than white, and then they made what used to be blue white. And then what they did was whatever pattern they had on the tail, which was just on the fin before, the vertical stabilizer, they made it a little bit bigger, maybe even a little bit more colorful, and they've brought it down to the rear half of the fuselage. So I actually love this, and then I also believe that they're one of the airlines that have trended towards having the name of the airline on the bottom, so you can kind of see it from the ground. If you're looking up and they're not too high up, you can see their brand on the bottom of the aircraft. So that's what they've kind of changed, and I believe, I want to say that like the wingtips, I think the wingtips are also different colors for different patterns, and I don't remember what those colors are for which patterns, and I'm not going to go look at my other new livery models to confirm that, but I know that the wingtips are different colors on different aircraft, but I don't know if it has anything to do with the pattern on the rear of the aircraft, or if they just rotate the colors of the wingtips. Anyway, all right, so that's what we got. So this is the front of the box. And then, of course, being Gemini Jets, you have an inside flap. I get it kind of as close as I can. Hopefully, if you want to read that, you can read it. And we're looking at registration November 324 1 Juliet. Alright. Alright. And then this is the bottom of the box. Not super exciting. Side of the box. And then on this side of the box we have the item number. I can't remember if the item number is on the back, but if it is, it's probably bigger than this. But this item number is Golf Juliet, Juliet Bravo Uniform 2338. Alright, and top of the box with the barcode and the same item number on there up above the barcode. And then this side is the same as the other side. And then here's the back of the box, which actually does not have the item number on it, so glad I went ahead and did that. And even though I'm pretty sure that this was a 2026 release, as you can see on the bottom of the box it says 2025, but pretty sure this was is it a 2026 release? Shoot, I'll flash it up there if it was 26 like I think it was. But the box says it's 25. Anyway, alright, so that'll be that one. The next smallest one, and one I'm kind of excited to have, only because it's a classic Delta widget. Now, the fact that it's a Dash 100 727 is not as exciting for me, because Delta got these from their merger with Northeast in 1972, and this size 727 did not last long in the fleet. And yeah, so not super excited to have this one, and this is my second one. The first one I got, I think, was an Aero Classics release. I like the Gemini Jets 727 better, even though it's not superb by any means. But I wanted to get a second one, and if anyone ever puts out any more of these, I probably will skip, because I just don't need that many Dash 100s. But anyway, so this is the front. Inside flap. Get it as close as possible in case you want to stop the video and read that. And we are looking at registration November 1633. Alright. And then the super exciting bottom of the box. The first side of the box here reveals the item number here, which is Golf Juliet Delta Alpha Lima 2355. Alright, and we got the top of the box with the barcode and the item number written in that typeface. And then we got the other side of the box, which is the same as the previous side of the box. And then here's the back of the box. See, yeah, this one says 2025 also. I might be getting this one mixed up with the new release we're going to get. That's a Delta Shuttle 727-200, which I do have on order. I thought this one was a 2026 release too, but maybe not. But I'm almost positive this one was put out at the same time as the previous model, the JetBlue A220. So either these were both 2026 or they were indeed both 2025. So like I said, on the JetBlue, I will flash it up. I will flash up the appropriate date, but both of these I'm almost positive were in the same release set. So anyway, we will move on to my last one. My last one is this fun little guy. This is the Logan Air ATR 72-600, and I got the Isle of Man one. I didn't want the other one, and again, being on a budget, I have to be extremely picky. I would have gotten both of them if I was still making the kind of money I was a couple of years ago, but I'm not. But I really wanted at least one of them, and I like the color green, so I got this one. So this is the Isle of Man plaid, I guess. No, actually, the name of the plaid, I believe, is the name of the clan, and then the clan on here is something that I was having a hard time pronouncing. Let me look at my sheet real fast. I say it when we reveal the actual model, but I can't remember what it was right now. Clan Mananan or Mananan or Clan Mananan or something like that. Anyway, I believe that's that clan's plaid, and that's usually how it works out. All the families have their own plaid, sort of like their coat of arms. So they have a plaid, and I believe that would be that clan's plaid. So there's the front of the box. We got the inside lid here. Hopefully I can hold it still enough for you to get a good look at that, and maybe even pause it if you want to read some of this. This is registration Golf-Lima Mike Tango Foxtrot. Alright. And then that's again the super exciting bottom of the box. And here's the side of the box where we see that the item number is Golf Juliet Lima Oscar Golf 2309er. Alright, and then the top of the box with the barcode. The other side of the box, which is the same as the previous side of the box. And then we got on the bottom, yeah, see, this one says 2025 also, and I think all three of these narrow bodies were in the same release set. So either I just don't remember it correctly, or maybe this was like December of 2025 release. But anyway, I went through that already. All right, so that takes care of revealing the boxes. Even though I did this part of all my segments last, so it might feel like a weird transition when we go into looking at the actual models. But anyway, at this point for part 2, I would like to go ahead, before we get to the models, I would like to go ahead and ask that if you are liking this video, please remember to leave a like. And if you enjoy multiple videos on my channel, please consider subscribing. And now, on to the models. Alright, so starting part 2, we're going to go from the largest to the smallest plane, and we only have 3. And this is the first one, so a new livery JetBlue A220 -300 with the Hops tail, and I believe all the A220s are hop tails, but I'm not absolutely positive about that, so correct me in the comments if you will. And let's get a close-up view. Alright. And of course, the little title down there is Taming of the Blue. So that's this one's name, is Taming of the Blue. We got cockpit windows there, a little bit of a glare. Sorry about that. I'm not sure if I can change much about that actually. Maybe I can. Yeah, that might have actually just added glare. Oh well. Alright. So we got our JetBlue titles there. A much bigger billboard title. And in white, rather than blue on white, it's now white on blue for the titles. We got our exit door there above the wing, and then the L2 door back here where we have the new stylized hops emblem, I guess. All right. So that one's looking pretty good. We will get it turning on the turntable here for you. And as you also probably know, if you look in the mirror section here, you can see that there's some writing under there. So JetBlue is one of the airlines that has started putting the name of the airline on the belly, so you can read it from the ground if you're looking up at it and it's not too high. Alright, and while that's turning around, our extra information on this, JetBlue Airways. This is November 3241 Juliet, and it's named Taming of the Blue, which is the part that's right under the cockpit windows on either side. It was delivered to JetBlue on the 29th of November of 2024, and it is approximately 1.2 years old, and it is active. This aircraft is powered by two Pratt & Whitney 1524G-3 geared turbofans with seating, with an all economy seating of 140. All right, I'll let it get to the starboard side here before we move on to the next one. On to our next model. This is a retro, oldie but goodie. This is a Delta Airlines 727-100, for which they got these from the merger with Northeast Airlines in 1972. And they didn't last very long. They soon got rid of these, but they definitely kept the Dash 200s. But anyway, let's get a close-up look at this wonderful model. Whoa, too close, my friend, too close. And there we go. All right, it fixed itself. All right, L1 door there. And we have the black snout, but not entire black, like the 1980 livery started adopting the all black nose all the way up to the cockpit. So we don't have that on this, and the Dash 100s never wore that. We got our front widget there on the L1 door, and we got Delta Airlines above the cheat line with the American flag right next to it. And then the registration right there in front of the engine and below the cheat line. And then our wonderful tri-jet rear here. We visibly can see two of the three engines, and the lovely Delta widget on the tail. We'll zoom out a little bit so we can watch it on the turntable while I read the extra information, which I may have already said some of the extra information, but we'll say it again. just for good measure, especially since this is the only one that has any significant history on it. So this is Delta Airlines, November 1633, delivered on the 1st of August 1972 with the merger of Northeast Airlines, who took delivery of this aircraft new on the 25th of August 1966. It was scrapped on the 7th of December of 1987 after serving and or being owned by 9 other entities, according to www.planelogger.com. And its first flight was the 16th of August 1966. This particular aircraft was powered by 3 Pratt & Whitney JT8D-7Bs and sat 106 in mixed class, according to the Gemini Jets box. And I've did a little bit of digging, and it looks like that mixed class might have consisted of 12 to 14 domestic first class, otherwise known as business, what you can find as business class these days. And the rest of the regular coach, which would now probably look closer to premium economy, would be the leftover amount of 106 minus 12 or 106 minus 14, depending on how many domestic first class was actually on this plane. So there you have it. That beautiful Delta Classic widget livery. All right. Let it finish its turn here. All right. So moving on, so we got, this is our last one, obviously our smallest one. This is Logan Air, and this is a ATR 72-600. Now I am going to show you, you probably actually can see it in the mirror, that there's some writing underneath there. So that's quite interesting that they did some writing under there, but I wanted you to kind of see. So there's the writing underneath the fuselage. So that's very interesting. And let's see, in the little print, I'm not sure if I can read it. I know I took it out of the picture frame, so please bear with me. I think it says something Logan Air, Isle of Man. Oh, okay. Logan Air, Isle of Man's airline. So this one's based in Isle of Man, but which is still Great Britain. Hence the G in the registration. All right, let's get up close here, as close as it'll let us get before it does that. And all right, good. All right, so this is probably about as close as we're going to get. There's some additional. Oh, I think the if you can make it out, I think there's some wording here below the cockpit windows. I think that says something about Clan Mananan or Mananan or something like that. But that's the clan for, I guess, this plaid. So it's got a plaid on there, and if you know any history of that area, a lot of the clans, so families, would have their own special plaid, which they would make their kilts and other clothing out of, or they'll have some sash, and it'll be the clan's plaid. So that's kind of neat. A little bit of history there. All right, and it's looking pretty good. As you can see, the front tires are tiny. Wow, they are really tiny. But they're there and they're intact and they're sticking out beyond the gear doors, so pretty nice there. And we're looking at the port side, of course, and I'm not sure how much you can really make out. It's so small and I can't get any closer to it without my camera freaking out about it. But there's a door right here, so that's where most of the luggage goes, if not all the luggage. So that's the luggage door there. I think this is, I think that's an emergency exit door right there on that first window. And then this is the boarding door back here. And then of course you've got the beautiful plaid there, presumably for the Mananan or Mananan clan. All right, come out a little bit and I'll get it spinning, and then we will read our final okay, he's not exactly centered, so sorry if how it's spinning bothers you, but it'll be over soon after I read the extras here. So this is Logan Air and registration Golf-Lima Mike Tango Foxtrot. And like I have said, it's named Clan Mananan or Mananan. I feel like Mananan sounds more correct. So Clan Mananan. It was delivered to Logan Air on the 11th of June 2024 after serving with Azul Linhas Arias from 23 of November 2012 to September of 2022. It is approximately 13.3 years old and it is currently active. It is powered by two Pratt & Whitney I think it's 127M turboprops, and has seating for all economy of 72. So 72 all economy seating, and if I remember correctly, it is 2x2 seating. I don't think it's wide enough to be 2x3, and it certainly isn't 3x3. So I believe it's 2x2 seating. So you get to see that go around. So I appreciate you watching my video number 1, and then followed by this one, video part 2 of Unveiling number 58. And so until the next video, happy collecting.